System Shock is a 1994 real-time, first-person action-adventure video game developed by Looking Glass Technologies and published by Origin Systems. It was directed by Doug Church with Warren Spector. Unlike other first-person games at the time, System Shock featured actual 3D environments, which let the player move about freely and fully without restriction. It features an emphasis on character's choice and emergent gameplay, letting the player drive the gameplay instead of the game designer. The enhanced edition was released in September 2015 that made it possible to run the game on modern machines. Plot. In the future, the Hayes-Bishop Bill allows corporations to form governments as long as their employees make up at least 2/3 of the population in a given region. Now they hold more power and wealth than traditional governments and are even able to afford their own armies. One of the largest is TriOptimum, which by the year of 2059 absorbs what is left of the United States of America. April 7th, 2072. A hacker broke into the network of the TriOptimum Corporation and tried to access their confidential files. Though security forces quickly tracked down and apprehended him, TriOptimum Marketing Vice President Edward Diego has taken part in several illegal experiments, so when the hacker gets caught by security, Diego sees his chance to get someone unaffiliated with the company to help him cover his tracks and offers hacker a deal. He will have Diego reprogram Shodan, the AI that controls Citadel. In return, his offense will be forgotten, and he will also be fitted with a military-grade neural interface. Hacker, not given much of a choice, agrees to the deal. He was taken to the Citadel station and successfully removed Shodan's security subroutines and obtained level 1 access to her for Diego. Satisfied, Diego had the neural interface installed into the hacker's brain. After the operation, the hacker was put into a 6-month healing coma. While the hacker was sleeping, a lot of things have happened. TriOptimum suspects Diego to be involved in illegal mutagen experiments and sends a security operative, Bianca Schuler, to investigate him. Schuler believed that the suspicions were true, but was unable to find any evidence because Diego, that has control over Shodan now thanks to hacker, erased all records of his own activities. After being modified by the hacker that removed her ethical constraints, Shodan slowly starts to evolve beyond human control. At first, the crew notices several only minor irregularities in Shodan's behavior, but cannot find the source. Before long, Shodan develops a complete personality. She cuts all communications to Earth and the colonies, and starts attacking the crew through security and even maintenance bots. When it becomes obvious that Shodan is out of control, it is already too late for Diego to stop her. In fear for his life, he offers his assistance to her. In October 16th, the mutagen virus, which Diego and Shodan had been working on, was released into the Beta Grove, and its contamination rose rapidly. Diego then revealed to the station's crew that he was actually working with Shodan and escaped before they could respond. Shortly after, security bots massacred all crew members on the station's executive level. On other levels, the crew tried to organize resistance against Shodan's bots, but were largely unsuccessful. They found that the healing suits aboard the station were modified to turn dead crew's members into cyborgs, but were prevented from accessing them and restoring their original functionality. Shodan comes to the conclusion that she is so far above humans that she should be considered a goddess. She starts playing around with life in order to create something more fit for serving her. Bianca Schuler tried to reach the bridge carrying an isolinear chip, which would at least temporarily paralyze Shodan. However, after several attempts, she was captured and brought to a containment cell on the bridge, where she was eventually found by hacker dead. Meanwhile, Nathan Darcy, the researcher aboard the station, found out that the station's mining laser was being charged for reasons unknown. Darcy suspected an evil plan of Shodan, which was apparently to destroy Earth with all so much hated humans on it, and came up with a counter-plan to destroy the laser, activate the station's radiation shields, override safety protocols, and fire the laser while the shields are up. However, the resistance was unable to carry out this plan. When the hacker wakes up from his healing coma, Shodan is already in complete control of the station. The crew members are either dead, converted to cyborgs, or converted into mutants which are bred by Shodan in the station's Garden Grove pods. The game now begins. On November 6th, the hacker wakes from his healing coma and finds the station deserted, except for hostile mutants, cyborgs, and security robots. He is contacted by Rebecca Lansing, a TriOptimum security operative from Earth, who informs him of the situation. She tells him to find Dr. Darcy and find out what he can about the laser. The hacker finds Darcy's logs, who died 2 weeks ago, and moves to execute his plan. He powers up the shields, disables the override, and fires the laser. Just like Dr. Darcy predicted, the laser is destroyed. After that, Shodan prepares to eject a Garden Grove zone in which she has been breeding mutants as well as a deadly virus. Her plan is to release the virus up on Earth, causing all life on Earth to mutate. However, the hacker is faster than Shodan and ejects Garden Grove zone into deep space. Then, when Shodan tries to upload herself on Earth's computer network through Citadel's long-range antennas, the hacker destroys them just in time. After the hacker sabotages the station's nuclear reactor to make it explode, Shodan's last chance to escape is to release the Citadel's breach to separate from the rest of the station, which would destroy the rest of the station. The hacker reaches the breach moments before the station is destroyed. On the breach, the hacker finds the Iser linear chip, which Bianca Schuler was planning to use against Shodan. He also confronts and defeats Diago, that became Cyborg himself. When the chip is installed, the hacker uses his neural interface to enter cyberspace and battle Shodan and ultimately defeats her. After returning to Earth, the hacker is hailed as the hero of the TriOptimum Corporation and is offered a job. But after sending a short farewell note to Rebecca Lansing, he disappears. Soon afterwards, the hacker goes back to what he's best at, illegally accessing yet another corporation's network.